It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Atlanta Hawks come into town in this game. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with partners Clark Kellogg.
Meine private Fehde mit den Hawks.
Trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Indiana. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they'd like that streak to end tonight here.
Hoffentlich. Hill hat aber gefoult.
Anytime you get a chance to get home, you feel confident that you can stop any bleeding, and that's what this team is looking to do. Being at home, some home cooking, maybe they'll get things turned around.
And hopefully their fans embrace them and have some patience rather than getting on their case if things continue to go poorly for them. So more than at any other time, this is when they need their fans.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup.
Und gepunktet, jawohl. Guter Start. Zumindest für uns.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers.
And they lit it up from the three-point line. You don't always have to shoot like that to
Okay, wir müssen aufpassen, die machen nur gute 3 Punkte für den
Their
Moment.
percentage from deep was excellent. Just take a look at the box score.
And that one's
Ah,
good.
schade.
Horford's got his first basket.
Oh, Horford, was machst du denn für ein
Nice
Gesicht?
use of the bounce pass.
Hill against T.
Alte Teamkollegen aus NBA 2K14 sind das.
Outside Hill. Pass to Stuckey. Here's Little General. Millsap covering.
Scheiß Ball verloren.
Millsap with the steal. And Little General gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul. And the Hawks with possession. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, they didn't play well that night. They weren't very aggressive. They shot the ball too often from the perimeter, never got it inside, and they were also very shaky from the foul line.
Das gibt's doch gar nicht, Mann. Ey. Echt von weitem, dass sie da gut werfen. Hammer.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. George dishes to Stuckey. The shot's
Gut,
good.
Stuckey.
Assist by George. Stuckey's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wenn er einen krassen Kopf hat, ehrlich gesagt.
Teague, the pass to Korver.
Schön aufpassen hier.
Back to
Was
Teague.
soll das?
Millsap a screen on Hill. Shot clock at 6.
Defense,
And here's
defense,
Korver from the
defense.
arc.
Whoa,
Gets it to
whoa,
go.
whoa.
Korver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Indiana with it. It's a 5-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly.
Super extra Chance.
They gave the hostile
Gut,
crowd
Junge.
a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting
Yeah.
was right through the roof, and you can't win when
Bleiben auf jeden Fall dran, auch wenn der 3 Punkte gemacht hatte.
2.5 minutes here in the first. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer.
Ah ja,
He
die
said that one of the
Budenholzer.
players are keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be
Stuckey,
physical with
Stuckey.
him without fouling.
Jetzt sind wir dran. Und wir machen ihn nicht. Das gibt's doch nicht.
Balance on defense.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Teague after the miss from Little General. Here's Horford and the layup.
Scheiß Horford.
Horford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
And George kicks to Hill. There's the pass to Little General from 12 feet out. Not enough on that one.
Wow, 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 wir waren dran.
at least offensively speaking.
Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this
Ich finde es ganz gut, dass es jetzt eingeblendet wird. Weil das war vorher nicht der Fall. Das finde ich richtig gut. Vorher haben sie nämlich nur drüber gesprochen. War auch lächerlich, dass sie dafür keine Ahnung wie lange brauchen. Wann ist das rausgekommen? Im September oder was? Und jetzt ist Ende Dezember der Patch gekommen. Ach, scheiße. Gucken, dass wir mehr Punkte machen jetzt. Und hat selber gemacht, sehr gut.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Now here's Teague.
Super. Hill, die Maschine, hat er auch einen Stil jetzt. Ach Junge, das ist doch lächerlich, oder? Alleine vom Korb quasi, ohne große Probleme, den hätten wir locker machen müssen. Block und dann gefoult. Scheiße, Mann. Gut, Horford. Genauso kenne ich dich. Immerhin nur einen gemacht. Das gibt's doch gar nicht. Wieso bin ich nicht da rangekommen? Nixer Schroeder. aka Schröder.
Bazemore passes to Horford. 6 to shoot. Schroeder dishes to Bayless. Here's Payne. Kicks it to Bayless.
Gibt's doch gar nicht, Leute. Machen mit uns gerade, was sie wollen, habe ich das Gefühl. Scheiße. Boah.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Clarkson. Miles the pass to Little.
Oh, du Wichser.
And stolen by Payne.
Und zurück.
Trips down the breakaway slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Here's Rudez after the basket by Atlanta.
Jawohl, endlich mal wieder. 33 Sekunden noch. Hoffentlich. Super. Gut gemacht von West auf jeden Fall.
Here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Junge!
No good from Little General.
Es ist keine Ahnung, was da abgeht, aber normalerweise trifft er doch öfter.
Here's Schroeder. A 3-ball. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Scheiße. Komm.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Als würde ich überhaupt gar nicht hochspringen, ne? Lächerlich.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Kent Bazemore is out there with Payne. Then it's Jared Bayless.
Schön aufpassen hier.
Dennis Schroeder. And it's Azili in at the pivot, manning the middle. Let's go to our sideline.
Rebounded.
Doris, what do you have?
Stucky. Oh, Miles. Und hat's gemacht. Sehr schöner Assist für uns.
And played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. And Steve, yet another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, he sure is. We saw it firsthand.
Foul von West.
He really got it rolling.
Yeah, nothing better.
Komm, hoffentlich trifft er auch nicht. Oh, scheiße, hat getroffen.
Elevating his team to high levels of play. That's a beautiful thing to watch, though.
Oh,
When
man.
you struggle, you do everything you can to get back on track, and Clark, his teammates, joined him in a pregame shoot-around before this one.
Well, I think that's really, Kevin, an example of two players doing everything they can to make sure that they don't fall into the habit of being satisfied.
Alter, das gibt's doch nicht.
You got to really applaud and respect that.
Here's Teague. A rebound by the Little General.
Stucky.
Stucky kicks to Hill. Lets it go.
Den Weg frei gemacht. Rebounded. Das gibt's doch gar nicht.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Teague with the ball. George picks him up. Teague dishes to Bazemore. Back to Teague. He kicks it to Cephalosha.
Verdammte Axt, ey.
Shot from 12.
Hat er nicht gemacht, das ist gut.
That's an unusual surprise
George.
for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Little General. Rebound.
Alter, das gibt's doch nicht.
Here's Bazemore. A 17-point game for him in the win against Portland. He dishes it to Millsap. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Teague for three. That's good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was
Reingegangen.
there for him.
Wieder mal 10 Punkte, ey.
And a tight game
Sind
here
auf
as
4
we
Punkte
end the first
rangekommen.
half.
Also, ich bin schuld, offensichtlich. Anders kann ich es mir nicht erklären. Schnell das Halbzeitgedöns wegdrücken. Gewächter, was da jetzt kommt. Kurze Sachen. Ja, spannend.
Everyone, the second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
That was fun watching him in the first half, just breaking out the entire arsenal of post moves.
Yeah, I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve, and he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch here.
Little General, he's in at the 4 spot. Hill is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mahimi in at the 5 spot. That's the group.
Let's go back.
in the second
Good.
half for Frank Vogel.
Boy, you love to get those easy lay-ins to get your offense going. They're clicking here to start the second half.
Teague gets
Wir
to
machen mal eine
Millsap.
andere Strategie. Und zwar versuchen wir defensiv gut zu arbeiten und halten uns beim Punkten relativ zurück und versuchen unserem Team das zu überlassen. Gucken, dass wir Blöcke stellen und so weiter, beziehungsweise Screens, und gucken selber, dass wir nur versuchen, sichere Punkte zu machen. Natürlich, das, was wir hier gerade veranstaltet haben, gehört nicht zu dem, was ich eigentlich vorhatte, aber okay. Stuckey, Lauf. Okay, Horford hat gefoult, das ist schon mal gut für uns. Können wieder rankommen. Sehr gut.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Hawks leading by 3.
Lauf schon zurück, Junge.
Outside Teague. He feeds it to Cephalosha. Back to Teague. And Hill with the
Gut.
Stuckey outside.
Weg ein bisschen frei gemacht.
To Little Jimmy. It's George on the wing. Teague covering. And George, here we go.
Gut gemacht.
Good.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup.
Nur noch ein Punkt Unterschied.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Korver kicks to Cephalosha.
Rebounded, gepunktet hat er noch. Hat er nicht. Gut.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good, Cephalosha.
Oh je.
He's checked in for Indiana.
Hat
Kent
gepunktet.
Bazemore is checked in for the Hawks.
Zweimal.
Cephalosha hits both of them. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Hill. There's a good screen. Here's Little General.
Oh, was war das denn, Mann? Luftloch.
Shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. And Bazemore kicks to T.
Super.
Outside Hill.
Hill mit dem Foul, das er gezogen hat, sehr gut. Oh, wird schon helfen. Ah, bitter.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
He doesn't get the second one.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Paul George
Super.
with the steal. Stuckey into the lane. And the
Ja.
good.
Wieder auf einen Punkt rangekommen.
They're taking so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
Vielleicht funktioniert die Strategie ja wirklich.
Pound that thing inside.
Teague, the pass to Bazemore. Back to Teague. Now here is Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Teague dishes to Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Scheiße, 3 Punkte.
Teague's got his 5th assist in this one.
And what jumps out at you
Time
is
out.
the assist totals. And they have been dominant in that category.
Defensiv-Rebound sollen wir machen.
To their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Outside Hill. There's the screen. Right side Hill. 11 feet away.
Rebounded.
Another shot. No good from Little General.
Boy, have
Scheiße.
they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Macht gar keinen Sinn, haben sie recht.
Bazemore kicks to Millsap. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Teague with a clean
Whoa.
look. And again, it's Atlanta.
Not a whole lot that they're doing right defensively at this stage after playing a pretty solid first half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Komm, ich hab hier Platz gemacht, Junge.
Left side, George.
Wow.
That one
Verarsche hier oder
comes
was?
out. Now here comes Teague leading the break. Bazemore gets the bucket.
And that's another
Scheiße,
assist
ey.
for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
George passes to Little General.
Ja,
That's good on the assist by George.
ich denke, das war wichtig, dass wir mal wieder gepunktet haben.
Clark, the
Als
coach,
Mannschaft jetzt, nicht, dass ich gepunktet habe.
trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Knappe Minute noch.
Bazemore dishes to Teague.
Aber immerhin nur 6 Punkte Unterschied im Vergleich zum letzten Spiel, wo wir 20 Punkte Unterschied verloren haben.
He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Now here's Stuckey, covered by Cephalosha. Marked down low that time.
Stuckey, du bist dead.
Second goal. So both teams changing it up here. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Schroeder kicks to Payne.
Ganz kurz dran gewesen.
Here's Schroeder. Top of the
Ich denke
key,
aber
Bayless
grundsätzlich ist das die bessere Chance, als selber versuchen, das übers Knie zu brechen.
shoots. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
13,7 Sekunden.
Bayless has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Clarkson kicks to Miles. That 3 off the mark.
Okay, also sind 8 Punkte Unterschied jetzt im letzten Viertel, die wir überwinden müssen. Ich denke, das können wir hinbekommen.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist.
Okay, dann zeig mal.
With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Jeff Teague.
Oh ja, Teague ist schon toll.
Ability to find
Immer noch Defensiv-Rebounds, die wir machen sollen.
offense operating smoothly.
Atlanta leading by 8.
Was mich halt ärgert, ist, dass wir hier oftmals die Oberhand hatten. Im Sinne von, dass wir den Ballbesitz wieder geholt haben. Aber es sich nicht ausgezahlt hat. Kein bisschen sogar.
And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Dishes to Miles. Out left to the wing.
Danke. Foul bekommen, sehr gut. Weg war relativ frei, ich musste
In a
hingehen.
moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming
Sitz.
from for the Hawks.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
Something that also
Sitzt
stands
auch.
out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club. Take a look at what Little General's been doing. He has 8 points and a block.
Schroeder passes to Payne. A good finish at the rim.
Schade.
The slick feed.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Stolen by Schroeder.
Scheiße, Mann.
Fast break, the Hawks. Millsap inside. That's good.
Fuck.
And so Bayless with the assist.
Wird nicht sein dürfen.
Up to 10 now for the Hawks. And Indiana shooting not great, 40% for the game.
Alter, ich konnte ja die ganze Zeit Ball verlieren.
Now Bayless. To the left side wing. Feeds to Korver. The pass to Bayless. From the arc.
Super.
Korver, no luck. So it's the Pacers now. Rudez passes to Little General. Here's Rudez. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson. Millsap. Millsap's got 7 rebounds in the game. Korver dishes to Schroeder.
Okay, gut, Clarkson. Oh, tolle Frisur, was Schroeder da hat.
That free throw good from Schroeder. So both teams make it.
Sieht aber ein bisschen ungesund aus, der Kleine. Ja, toll, jetzt sind wir mit 9 Punkten zurück. Super gut. Mann.
Hill kicks to George. Stuckey outside. Pass to Hill.
2 Minuten noch.
The 3 from George.
Oh.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop.
Okay, da die es ohne mich nicht hinbekommen, mit mir nicht hinbekommen, dann versuchen wir es diesmal mal wieder mit Punkten. Jetzt so in den letzten 2 Minuten, weil das ist das, was uns letztendlich ja fehlt. Punkte, Punkte, Punkte.
There for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
So machen wir es natürlich nicht.
Millsap sets the pick for T.
Aufpassen hier.
Shot clock at 5. 18 feet out.
Oh,
you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Pacers trail by 13. Hill passes to George. Here's Little General with the floater, and Horford pulls it down.
Ich flippe aus, ey. Nee, ich hab keinen Bock mehr auf den Scheiß. Was ist das für ein Kack?
Well, clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. And I think this was an excellent all-around performance for
Oh,
Atlanta.
man.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in
Durch
sync.
das aufregt gerade, ey.
Took the right shots.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And regaining their momentum against a team that had already beaten them once this year. This win makes it a 1-1
Jawohl.
tie, best of 3 season series against the Pacers.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. David West, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for George. CJ Miles.
Ich denke, wir müssen echt dem Team mehr Freiheit verschaffen und nur sichere Würfe selber nehmen.
Korver kicks to Bayless.
Das macht sonst alles gar keinen Sinn. Und vor allen Dingen Defense-Skill.
Stripped it away.
Probably
Super.
time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the
Super.
basket by Hill.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game,
Ja,
it would have made a big
wem
difference.
sagst du das?
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Now Bayless. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's get...
Well, Paul can...
780.